So why couldn't Nintendo get this right? But Aubby, you might ask. Nintendo made the Virtual Boy twice.
What is wrong with you? Who the f***'s saying that?
There's plenty of attempts by Nintendo to make a virtual reality experience, the most well-known being the Virtual Boy, released in 1995 and only lasting a year on the market. And yes, I'm playing the Virtual Boy titles on my 3DS. Now, I may have been crazy to buy Galaxy 1 and 2, but I'm not crazy enough to buy a Virtual Boy headset for the Switch. Ask your parents about the Virtual Boy, and they'll firstly ask, how the hell did you know about the Virtual Boy? But secondly, they'll most likely tell you that the Virtual Boy was a tabletop console that you'd put your face into in order to play stereoscopic 3D games like Mario Tennis or Jack Bros. The console was panned by critics, becoming Nintendo's biggest commercial failure, citing high retail pricing back in the day, as well as the console being an ugly piece of shit. However, Nintendo for some reason always wants to come back to the little guy, from Reggie playing on the Virtual Boy to promote the Nintendo World Championships 2015 to a waste of your Nintendo Switch Online subscription. Then there's the 3DS and Wii U, both having motion sensors and gyroscoping in their controls. It sort of gave the impression that even though you're not seeing stuff all around you, you'll still be having that virtual reality experience. I think the biggest example for the Wii U's case was the Panorama View application that Nintendo put out to showcase the Wii U's gyroscoping 5 months after the console launch. Jesus. I got to play a little bit of the Kyoto sightseeing portion of the 4 applications, and would it have killed Nintendo to put subtitles for these? You can move the Wii U gamepad around in any direction to get a sense of immersion as you explore Kyoto. This is truly the virtual reality experience I was hoping for. Hey look, it's the same moped that broke my fucking femur. And finally, Nintendo's most recent attempt, the VR Labo kit. Probably the most controversial of the 3, considering Nintendo tried to sell us cardboard and it worked. The Labo VR kit wasn't your typical VR experience, as first you gotta build it yourself, as well as having no strap to surround your head, so you have to keep the Joy-Cons attached to the Switch while you play with the VR Labo kit. The Labo VR kit had a few Nintendo games that supported it, such as Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, it wasn't your typical first-person VR experience, rather it just felt like you were moving your head to move your camera. While I don't actually have a VR Labo kit myself, I do have this third-party VR kit that I still don't know how it got into my room. Let's give it a shot!
You know, if VR chat was ever ported to the Switch, this wouldn't be the best way to play it, I can tell you that much.